Welcome. This is the Medical Emergency Module, which is designed to provide you basic information to help save a crew member should they have a medical emergency. From time to time you may be required to provide medical assistance to another person on the boat. However, all emergencies are different and too numerous to cover in this module. In any case, the skipper is likely to be the most qualified individual available to render medical assistance, so a need for your assistance may be minor or non-existent. Still, this begs the question, what do you do if the skipper requires medical assistance, or is unable to provide assistance to another person? If you are faced with a need to provide medical assistance, there are a few things you need to know. This includes knowing where the first aid kit is located, how to apply DRS ABCD, how to drive and stop the boat, and how to call for assistance using the radio, assuming you are out of mobile phone range. With the number of people with allergies seemingly on the rise, how to use an EpiPen is also a useful skill, particularly as untreated reactions could have life-threatening consequences. When you first board a boat, an induction by the skipper should include the location of the first aid kit. This is commonly located in the galley, wheelhouse, or skipper's cabin. If you do not know where it is, you should ask the skipper or other crew. DRS ABCD stands for danger, response, send, airway, breathing, circulation, and defibrillation, and is summarized in the following image. Let's pause the slide for a moment to read the image. Pause the slide now. It is important to remember the sequence of letters in DRS ABCD, as this represents the sequential approach that must be used to apply first aid to a casualty. If you think you will not remember the sequence, just remember doctor's ABCD. Note also that ideally the cycle of 30 compressions and 2 breaths should be repeated 5 times every 2 minutes. If available on a boat, the prospect of using a defibrillator, or AED, to treat a patient in cardiac arrest may seem daunting, particularly if you have received no previous training. Don't worry, these devices are designed to be foolproof and provide clear, audio instructions and simple images to show you how to use them effectively. Finally, every attempt should be made to render first aid using the DRS ABCD approach, even if you have received little or no training and are not confident in your abilities. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Ideally, the skipper should provide you basic boat handling and radio operator skills, as this increases your effectiveness in an emergency, provides the skipper greater flexibility when instructing crew in an emergency, and may even save their life should they find themselves in need of rescue. Useful boat handling skills include how to put the boat in forward, reverse, and neutral gear, how to steer the boat manually and using the autopilot, how to use the radar, how to read or plot your position on a navigation plotter or chart, and how to use the satellite phone or radio to call for help, including when and how to call Mayday and Pan-Pan. Finally, an EpiPen is used to counter the symptoms of an allergic reaction such as difficulty breathing, altered heart rate, swelling, or other potentially fatal reactions. While many individuals with a history of allergies carry their own EpiPen, and know how to use them, when working on a boat, individuals may encounter marine animals, chemicals or other substances for the first time, and therefore not be aware of their allergy beforehand. EpiPens are simple to use and have clear written instructions on the side. Ideally, you should read the instructions and practice using an EpiPen so you are prepared should you, or another person, suffer an allergic reaction in the future. Finally, if you have a known allergy, you should always tell the skipper and crew, so precautionary steps can be taken. Great! You have now finished the medical emergency module, so let's now review the material we have covered.